Let's talk about not feeling good enough as I wander around IKEA in Turkey. Just in case we haven't met, my name is Star Monroe, psychotherapist and confidence catalyst, and I come from a complete shit show of a life where I truly believed I wasn't good enough and there was something wrong with me, which led me down a life of self-destruction. Think addictions, alcoholism, domestic violence, codependency, a really horrible relationship with money where I spent it all and had to live on the breadline, 3 mental breakdowns. Because at the heart and core of me, I believed I was not good enough. I did not deserve anything good, and therefore when anything good came into my world, I rejected it. I didn't feel like it was for me. I was wary of it. I questioned it. And also, because I believed I wasn't really good enough, I didn't take care of myself. I didn't respect myself. I didn't honor who I was. I definitely didn't take care of my body. And I had various eating disorders and also gave my body away to different men and women over the years. This all changed when I hit my 40s and I looked around my life and I saw a pattern appear. And the pattern was, and I call it all or nothing. So you might say I'm all or nothing, which is linked closely to perfectionism, which we're never going to get because it's a form of self-abuse. But what I noticed myself doing was drinking alcohol and then stopping, dieting and then binging, and then returning and leaving a codependent relationship. And these 3 things culminated with me going, oh my God, you cannot keep doing this. You're going to get the same result. So what I decided to do was put myself back to school and learn about myself by training as a psychotherapist. And in the process, what I found out is that I'd taken on a lot of conditioning around who I was, because this is what I truly believe at the very heart and soul of all of us is our higher self, is our genius, and we have to live a life aligned with that genius. And here's the thing, your genius and higher self is always talking to you, always talking to you. There might be whispers, glimmers, a sensation, a voice. But the thing is, I wonder if you're anything like me, are you listening to it or are you ignoring it and listening to the fears, the self-doubt, the inner critic? Whoever you listen to is going to get louder and louder, and then whoever you give your energy to is going to live your life. So I'm a prime example of living between the ages of 10, 11 up to my early 40s, letting my inner critic lead the way and my self-saboteur. And then I flipped the script, and slowly, ever since early 40s, so probably nearly 10 years now, I've been letting my higher self, my genius, lead the way. And no, it's not easy. It is certainly challenging, but if you are living a life where you believe you're not good enough, where your self-saboteur is leading the way, you know that's fucking hard. And what I'm here to remind you, and also what I'm here to do, is to guide you into your brilliance, into your genius, into your higher self, because I know what's available for when you do. You have to, whenever you're ready, you want to realize that the way that you're living your life is not the only way. There are so many other different ways that you can live your life. Life indeed is a plethora of opportunities and possibilities, and it requires you to widen your current perspective on how you see yourself and how you see the world. I remember back when I first started to really go, there's got to be another way, there's got to be another way. And what I started to do was seek out wisdom from people who inspired me. Back then, it was Tony Robbins. Also a lady called Geneen Roth, because she writes beautifully about creating a better relationship around food and your body. Also, there was psychologists called Hirschman and Munter. So, and also, I remember this book clear as day. It was by Anthony Keldis. It was called Scar Tissue, where he was a raging addict and then he transformed his life. So everybody that is waking you up, like there's a quote by Rumi, follow what lights you up, it will not lead you astray. Follow these little lights, follow these little pathways, because what they are doing are they are returning you back to your soul, returning you back to your genius. And yes, you are going to have to do some work to break out of your conditioning. And I completely get it that you truly believe that the way that you're living your life is the only way, and it's not. You need to be willing, you need to be open-minded, open-hearted, that there is another way for you to live your life, and there is, and then there's so many other ways to live your life too. You have to be willing to realize that your mind is just 1/7 of the wisdom centers of your body, and your body holds your intuition, your instinct, your deep knowing, and it is your job to drop into that, because also then you're going to access your genius, which resides in your DNA. So if you were feeling hopeless and feeling a little bit lost and feeling like, oh my God, is this it? It's not it. It's not it. There is so much more for you. You have got to be willing to cultivate the art of patience, cultivate the art of getting to know yourself. I always say, you've got to create an encyclopedia on yourself. So have I, because you know yourself better than anyone else does. And yeah, you're going to need to work with people, therapists, coaches, read books, listen to podcasts, anything that opens your mind and keeps you traveling down that path. And as you do that, you're going to need to cultivate these new skills, and this is the skills of maturity. It's steadfastness, it's robustness, it's belief in yourself, it's the trust in yourself, discipline. And did I say patience? Yeah, you're going to fucking need patience. I see you, fabulous one, and the journey is just beginning. In fact, the journey is all we've ever got, because the destination is death. Keep on strutting, keep on fucking believing, keep on following the things that light you up. You will not be led astray.